Congrats to the bus as well. 3 years ago, Peter King profiled Steve Gleason, the former New Orleans Saint, battling ALS. And since then, Gleason has been confined to a wheelchair and can only speak with the aid of a computer that he operates with his eyes. But he's still as determined as ever to fight and to live.
Today is Tuesday, or Dude's Day, as it's known in the Gleason household. It's a special day of bonding for Steve and his 3-year-old son, Rivers.
Cold out here.
Tell me about Rivers.
I think Rivers is an awesome kid. I think it's cool to watch things like he's a left-handed thrower like his dad. I think he's super dramatic like me.
Good job jumping, buddy.
Most importantly, he's a happy kid, and we're both so lucky for that.
You were relative newlyweds when this struck him. What has this been like for you? What's it been like for your marriage to have to deal with this?
It's been a struggle. There's no denying that. I mean, it's a brutal disease and something that I don't think that anyone should have to bear. We're living day by day and doing the best we can.
It's important.
For Steve and Michelle, a huge part of life is their Team Gleason Foundation, which, in 2013, teamed up with doctors and researchers to start an ambitious initiative they call Answer ALS.
With Answer ALS, we will build a program never seen in ALS before. Large scale, many patients, many teams coming together. And at the end of that program, in the next few years, we will know more about ALS than the last 100 years have taught us. That will be the foundation to change the future of ALS.
Steve Gleason is still the same guy he was on the football field, relentless in his will, refusing to give in. 2 years ago, Steve traveled to Peru to climb Machu Picchu. The trip was a struggle, but then Steve had a chance meeting with a formerly fearful climber who was only there because she had been inspired by his story.
It was a huge moment also to remind us of that we are making an impact on people. We all felt very proud at that moment.
Jenny saved what was a bad day. We had kind of lost perspective on how good our life is. She helped bring the perspective
Back.
Steve Gleason and Team Gleason, I believe, have taught a community of ALS patients and their caregivers that there's much more than staying home with ALS. That you can still embrace and enjoy life.
Can you imagine if you had this disease 50 years ago?
I would be forced to quietly fade away and die, like Lou Gehrig.
You're not going to fade away, are you?
Not quietly.